Hey guys, what's up? I don't think anybody's in here yet. I think I'm live. She'll see. All right. Just working on painting another passenger car interior. Hey, New Haven. Thanks for stopping in, man. Rick, how's it going? Like I said, I'm just gonna be messing around with this passenger car interior, just trying to paint it up. Just kind of working little by little on these things. Sorry for the delay this morning. Just the way work has been, you know, I just wasn't able to get on at 7:30 today. Hi, Missy J. How are you? Hey, Jason. Listening while driving. Okay, cool. Appreciate you listening. Gonna buy some paint for the train room, says Rick R. All right. Sounds good. That's one of the things that took me a long time to even start building was I was trying to get the actual room itself to where I wanted it to be, you know. Obviously, it's easier to do that before you have bench work and everything in the way. If you're going to do any painting or adding any molding or repair work or anything like that to the room itself, you know. I don't know what color the inside of an Amtrak car is. I probably could look it up. I just don't. I guess I don't really care that much. I'm just kind of going with what I think would look nice. Just going like with a brownish colored wall. I'm doing blue and white seats. Seem to work so far on the other interiors I did. I guess maybe works for me anyhow. I've actually been kicking the idea around. I'm usually up early. That's why I decided to do the 7:30. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on the matter, but I was kind of thinking about going to possibly 8:30 instead. Maybe more people would be more able to join in at that time in the morning. I don't know. Heath would know the color. Yeah, probably. You know, it's like I said, I'm just doing it like brown walls. I'll do the seats blue and white. This is a sleeper, so I don't know. You know, for what you're going to be able to see in there, and actually, I would have thought it through a little better. I probably should go with a little bit of a lighter color wall because you might see that more through the windows. But I don't know. Oh, hey, Wilmer. Rickard gets up at 4. I get up at 4 on my work days. I'm usually up by about, I don't know, 6 o'clock or so on my lighting bothering. Usually by 6 on my other days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. However, this really work's been having to pick up some extra time here and there just to cover because, you know, things are just short-staffed. So I'm trying to help out and that, and I do some call hours as well. So I'm thinking about maybe going maybe 8:30-ish, between 8:30 and 9. You know what you guys think on that? I know there's some guys over the pond there that are, it might affect them a little bit more, depending on what time of night it is for them. October, you go back to midnight shift. Yeah. So you work overnights then, Rick? I didn't mind working overnights. It's just the daytime aspect of it, the home time. The wife and kids were all on daytime hours, and then with me being on nights, it was kind of hard because I wanted to see them, so I'd try to sleep while they were at school and work, and then I'd get up and try to be up by the time I got home so I could spend time with them before I had to go back in that night. Yeah, that's about it. I'm working on experimenting with these trucks, trying to put my own set of wipers in, but I don't really have the right material. I don't think I was just going to use some of this wire. It's 22 gauge solid wire. And my thinking was if I was looking at the trucks that came with the lighting kit. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, it is. It's tough. Son moved out. Okay. My son's at Fort Campbell. He's in the Army. So he's technically moved out. I don't know if he'll be coming back home in a couple of years afterwards, if he gets out or what he's going to do. I don't know what his plan is going to be. My daughter's still living here. She's 23, but I think she's planning on possibly moving out. Keep saying over the winter or by spring. So she just graduated college last year. So we told her, come on home and get your feet underneath you, get the job started, and get things, settled, and then figure it out from there. There's no sense in rushing. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, it was a rough week, man. I don't know. I had some kind of flu. I thought I had the virus, man, but I tested negative twice in that week, and I don't know. I had a lot of the symptoms of it, and I just couldn't shake it. I mean, I've had the flu many times over my life, as most of us have, and I couldn't shake it, man. It was crazy. Usually I have it for a day or two, and I'm pretty good to go, and this was just crazy. So I missed a whole week of work and everything. So that was kind of unfortunate. And was feeling a little bit better by Thursday, but I was just exhausted. I could barely stay awake. So I figured I would just yeah, Rick, and that's what it comes down to, like she wants to go. She's ready to go. Not that we don't get along or nothing like that, but she wants to be her own person and do her own things and so on and so forth. But she knows the smart thing to do was she's been back at home about a year, roughly, a little over a year. So she was able to pay down a bunch of her school loans and things like that, put some money away. So, it's been good. It's a good thing. Let's see. Yeah, you're not wrong, Wilmer. You're wrong. I feel like I just had a flu like I don't know, a couple months ago. I feel like it wasn't like this though. It was more of what I normally experience with the flu, But and this kind of was too. I just couldn't shake it. It was crazy. Um, so whatever. I guess I'm glad it wasn't COVID and all that stuff. But I mean, I am glad it wasn't COVID, obviously. But I did. I had a lot of the same symptoms that they were saying, especially with that Delta variant and everything. But in a lot of ways, it is a type of flu, and it resembles a flu. Thankfully, I didn't have any of the breathing issues or anything like that going on. But I don't know. I guess I'm overall pretty healthy. I don't know. Just kind of lose a few pounds or whatever. But as far as other health, pretty healthy or 50-year-old, almost 51-year-old. Son just graduated from UT in Toledo. I went to the University of Toledo in 1989, 1990 for 1 year. I was going to be a teacher. Lived at College Station. They were like brand new off-campus apartments. There was not enough freshman dorms, so freshmen were allowed to live there at that time. I think I was in the second phase of building. I don't know how many phases there were. Anyways, it was a good time. At the time of my life, though, college really wasn't for me. I was doing it to more or less make my parents happy. And who's that talking to you? Nobody talking to me. Why do you say that? I don't know. You guys hearing something in the background or nobody talking? Just me. Son's helping me design a new layout on the computer. I'm just reading comments, if that's what you mean. That's who I'm talking. I'm answering comments. I mean, I didn't put the comment up on the screen, maybe. Premier Real Enthusiast. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't have the camera tipped down. I'm just trying to paint the inside of this passenger coach. It's a sleeper, Amtrak sleeper. So I got it all apart and painting that up and add some people to it. Just like I've done with the other ones I have. I got 7 of these, and I'm just trying to slowly, detail them up a little bit, and adding those lighting kits into it. I'm trying to figure out. That's what I started to say. I'm trying to figure out a way to. Excuse me. When you buy there's lighting kit, it comes with a new set of trucks. On those trucks, there is a couple of screws in the sides here. But this whole middle bar is metal. The sides are plastic, but the middle bar is metal. So my thinking is I'm going to attempt, because those kits are like $20 a piece or so, depending on where you get them from. A ballpark $20 US. And I'm trying to figure a way that I can do a set of I guess I'll call them wipers. So I took this 22 gauge wire. I'm attempting, and I don't know if that'll work. I drilled holes in. I put the wire in, and I'm trying to get it to lay against the inside of the wheels, like so. I'm going to run a wire from the middle up through the holes on the floor of the car. You see those holes there at each end. When you get the kit, they put a set of little metal plates that you drop down in there, and then those screws touch those plates. Then, anyways, there's other metal pieces that end up going up and touching the tabs on the light bar. But I have some LED strip lighting that I've used in buildings before. I'm thinking about seeing if I can, glue those to the top of the lid. You see there's like 6 screw holes on the top of the lid. I hope you can see that. Maybe you can. And when you get the lighting kit, there's places to screw into this is weird. The camera's backwards. Not backwards, but it's backwards. To screw into the top of the lid there. And anyways, I'm going to try to experiment and see if I can run these wipers and run some thin wire up to those LEDs and see if it will work. Wigwag Workshop, how are you? Dream Freak says, computer's the best way to design if you have a vision. Yeah, that's true. And Jason's real good at that. In fact, he took my plan. I talked to him a decent amount. I consider him a friend. And I was asking him questions and I have an overall good design, but I was kind of thinking I wanted to move some things, and then some of the some of the areas I just wasn't happy with the way it was going to be switching and operating and stuff. So I said, hey man, let me know. I'd be willing to, throw you some money if you take a look at the plan and see if you can improve on it. And you know, for a very reasonable price, he went through the plan with me. We sat down, we FaceTimed. I mean, hours, 8, 10 hours total over the course of a weekend or so. And Golden Gate Depot, where's Golden Gate Depot? Rick. And yeah, he didn't really change like the overall. We concentrated on the yards and the industries and how to switch them up and how to make it work better. The overall design of the layout, the footprint of the layout is not changed at all. But I really do believe that he did a great job on helping me make things better. I'll explain that, Dave. I used the springs from Katie number 5. Those little metal brass things. What, you put them in the holes there? In these holes on the bottom? Oh, you mean you use those as, or did you use those as wipers? I don't know if this wire is going to do the trick or not. It may not. Oh, yeah, in California. So was that online, Rick? That was it Golden Gate? What'd you call it? Golden Gate. Oh, hey, Lee. How are you? I wake up on meeting to India. Steve. Hey, Steve. A whole bunch of Amtrak cars from Golden Gate Depot. I'm going to have to look at that. I don't know how many Amtrak cars I want to have, but I have 7 now. Sorry, I'm writing that down because I'll forget that by later. Take a look at them. If that's an online shop or if they have an online store, I'll take a look at them. I'm not driving to California, sorry. Oh, they're O gauge. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, it's not going to work for me. You seem busy, Dave. What are you doing back then? Back when, buddy? What do you mean? Back, you talking about when I was at Toledo? Kinney Spring as wipers. Oh, the springs. You have to show me that, Jason. You talking about the little springs from the knuckles and the knuckle couplers? Actual knuckle part, or do you mean the number 5, the little plate, the spring plate inside that goes in the box, in the coupler box that the coupler springs back and forth with? Number 5 has that little, what do you call it? Got some over here somewhere. Hang on. I got stuff everywhere. I keep complaining about it, and eventually I'll get it squared away. Maybe. All right, now let me see if I can do this. Make me bigger for now. All right, Jason. Are you talking about this? The coupler box spring, or do you mean the little springs that go in the knuckles? The little tiny springs. Got a ton of those damn things laying around. I gotta take my back out because I can't see the comments. That's the only reason I don't like doing it like that. I can't see the comments. Hey, Nora. Northern Ohio Railroad action. What do you guys think? You think this is a better time, like say 8:30 to 9 o'clock time? Yes. I showed you both things. Which is the yes? Jason, the load, oh, the box spring. Okay. So the coupler box spring is what you were talking about. Okay, cool. I didn't say I was the brightest bulb in the pack, dude. Never claimed to be that. Oh, you're talking about today. Okay. Yeah, that's all. I was doing that. This was, if you're talking about the truck, I was trying to figure a way to put wipers, uh, trying to figure a way to put a set of wipers against the back of the wheel. So I was using this thin 22 gauge wire. So I kind of tried to copy the way they did it on the actual other wheels that come with the lighting kits from Walters. So I drilled a couple of holes, kind of maybe see it where it looks. So I did two holes and I kind of bent it like that through the holes. Man, that's not the way I wanted to show that, but through the holes. And then I bent it up against the wheels, basically like that, but obviously smaller. You know, I'm trying to get it where I can solder another thin wire up to this, run it up to the ceiling, and put a set of LED lights from a light strip to that. Just to see if I can save a few bucks. I already have those lights, you know what I mean? And okay, cool, Jason. And it would save me a few bucks, man. You know what I mean? Spend the money where you have to, and then when you can find other alternatives, plus it's for the box spring, and the sides become your wipers. I'm gonna get one of those out and see if I can play with it. Since you're talking about it, shit, this out of my way. Sorry, I'm not trying to blind you guys, but I can't see nothing. Fold it. Sorry, guys. So I get to doing stuff, I have to get to talk. Bring me back some bigger again. Basically, something like that. Can't really see it. Is that a focus or not? We just glue the flat part down. And Jason, you're smarter than you look, man. You know that, buddy? Smarter than you look. I'm just teasing you. You know I don't mean it like that. Cut that down some so it's not in the way. Well, I'll be damned. I think that could work. Totally could work. I have to cut that a little bit more just to get a little more length on it, but yeah. Like, yeah, I know what I'll be doing in a little while. Mess with that some more later. I know what else I'll be doing. Somehow along my wall back there, when I was had my level up and I was putting the second level up, I once I got just a little bit off, and slowly I am losing elevation between decks. So I'm like 15 inches over here, and by the time I get down there, I'm almost at 14. So I've just a little teeny bit on the bubble being off as I've gone. Slowly but surely has brought me down. I guess that's probably about 3/4 of an inch, not quite an inch. So I will be fixing that today, later, if everything goes well. Hi, Artie. How you doing, buddy? Seen you working on something earlier today. Wasn't able to join in, but I've seen that you were working on some wiring or something. It looked kind of like a mess. So good luck with that. That's what mine is going to become like here shortly, I'm sure, as far as the way it looks. The further and the more I go. Well, let's bring them up and see. What you doing, buddy?
Let me just swap the camera. Let me just swap my camera. That's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, I seen you working on earlier.
Yeah, g'day everyone. Yeah, I just trying to tidy up my wiring underneath the layout. I've put some block detectors underneath and I just had to tidy up the wiring a bit.
Yeah.
And sort it all out. But I've got an issue with a ground wire that's for my mini panel.
Ground wire.
Yeah. And I'm trying to trace it to see where the bad connection is. I've got a bad connection. I think it's in the joint. So I'll leave that alone for now for tonight because my neck is getting very sore again and in my shoulder. So yeah, I'll get back to it tomorrow.
And take a break, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of wiring, but I've got extra wires underneath there that's going to go to a panel for the block detection and the switches and that. So that's why I've got a bit more wiring underneath than normal.
I'll talk to you later, Jason.
But as I made that screwing blocks and whatnot that I showed you, these ones here, I've got these underneath. They just made disconnecting, reconnecting wires a lot easier and putting it, making it all nice, neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Looks like you've been doing some painting.
I'm just painting another interior on the another passenger car. I finished up the last one I was working on, and so I'm just trying to mess with that.
Right.
Nothing special, nothing too crazy. Just something I can sit here and talk to people while I'm talking to you guys, and like I said, it's nothing exciting really, but it's okay.
I actually found an old chap from the club. He's deceased now. He's passed away. He actually showed me a good way of doing the timber graining. You know how we got in the panels in the passenger cars, especially in the dining cars with the panels?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys got those Artline marker pens there in the US?
Like fine tip, like Sharpies and stuff like that?
Hang on, let me dig one out. I'll show you. Oh.
I probably should just get the airbrush out. I could probably airbrush this a lot quicker than this.
Oh.
As far as like a base coat, that would actually be smart. Jason, you have a good day at work there, buddy. I'm going to talk to you later tonight or something. Thanks for the tip on the wipers. On the, what you call it, sir. I think that'll work out nice. I'm going to give that a shot.
Jason's got it out of work.
Yeah, I think he said he just parked, so I think he was heading off to work there.
Yeah. I think I'll be going back to work after Christmas, so looking forward to that. Yeah, these marker pens here, David.
Okay. Is that like a paint pen?
Yeah, well, what we do
Or a
is,
marker?
let me show you. I've see if I've got a bit of plastic, white plastic here somewhere. Well, I'll use this. I'll use this bit of plastic here. What he showed me to do is just basically running streaks, like up and down, like so. And it gives the timber look. Doesn't look timber on the thing. But if you go over it, this is not the right plastic. If you do it on the styrene plastic, what's on the models, right? Go over it a couple of times, gives you that grain finish. Now, let me just try to. Yeah, it's not working very good on this plastic, but on the styrene plastics, it actually gives you a grainy timber finish.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting the same look almost with the paintbrush I'm using, because I'm getting the brush strokes in it. So
yeah. On some of the cars that
I'll do another coat, but it's getting kind of that look with the brush strokes.
Yeah, that looks good.
This is I don't like this just molded color that they have on there, so I'm just trying to get something different. I'm not trying to get too fancy, but just something, and I'll paint the chairs in it. I've been painting them a blue color. This is blue color. I don't even know what the heck it's called. Cerulean blue?
Right.
I guess. And white is white.
See, we had in our passenger cars here for a lot of years, we actually had what we call Jarrah timber. And to get the colours right and to get the streaks in the timber was very hard. So, hi, Nissy.
Hey, Mr. Southern, how you doing?
This chap showed us how to do it, and it's like I've done that in all my Australian passenger cars.
Yeah.
Not that you can see too much inside, but when you put lights and that in, it does bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's all I'm trying to do, just because I'm trying to get them lighted and that, so just something basic, So, like even the people I'm putting in. First couple cars I did, I was crazy trying to paint them up all real special and stuff, but then it's like you're not really going to see much of that anyways, the detail. So I'm basically just trying to more or less concentrate on the upper half of the person, because once you sit them in a seat, they're only going to see the shoulder and the head basically through the window, unless you're right up on it, Yeah, you might see a little bit more, but
it also depends on how big your windows are too. Because if you're going to do camera footages and whatnot real close up to the station, like what...
man, like these windows have like a greenish tint to them or something anyways.
Yeah.
So, probably spending more time doing this than I need to or should even, but that's okay. I kind of find it relaxing to believe it or not, just sitting there doing this kind of stuff sometimes, just to change of pace from building bench work and stuff.
It gets your mind off a lot of other things too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Get a little bit of color in there that would show through the windows, you know.
as you generally have a look at it, it's when you generally look at it from a distance, it's not too bad. But when you're using a camera and whatnot, and taking detailed photos, you'd be surprised at how much detail you can actually see even inside of the passenger cars
Yeah.
with the big windows. So, yeah.
Let's see. Let's bring Lee up here. So Lee's up to. What's going on, Lee?
Not much, mate. I've just been busy building fences. I've just finished fences. I've now got to do the recording video of what I've been working on the layout. That's the worst bit. I don't mind making the stuff and getting it on the layout. It's doing the video, and I've got to get myself into gear and get the video in done now.
Yeah. I need to
the
get an
hardest-
update. I need to do an update video so badly. I haven't done anything in probably, I don't know, 3 weeks or so.
I know it takes time, especially now. I'm working on both layouts. I'm working on this layout and I'm working on the other layout because I'm rewiring the original layout. I've ripped all the wiring out and I've started resoldering all the wires and doing the wiring under the baseboard. It's all go.
Well, I didn't really have to do any rewiring on my layout. The wiring was already there.
Yeah, my wiring was already there, but I had issues with droppers. I didn't have enough droppers, so I've had to put more droppers in, and I've had to get under the layout and wire them up. And I hate being stuck under the layout because you're lying there under, trying to work in enclosed space. It's not nice.
Well, it's not fun when you got busted up shoulders and muscles in your shoulder and your neck.
No,
I
it's not.
had a wreck last year, and
I'm the same. I've got a knackered knee, and kneeling down on my bad knee is not good. My bench work up in the loft is the same height as Dave's. I can get all access right round my loft when I move my workbench out of the way.
Yeah, I'm right around, I think, 40 inches, 41 inches, something like that. First level.
Yeah, I'm quite. I can't think what I am height wise. I'm about 3 foot 3 foot off the floor, 3 or 4 foot off the floor.
yeah, actually, where's my tape measure?
I don't even know where my tape.
That were Jason. Look, it's got two measurements in it. It's got both imperial and metric. Before he started trying to make us smart remark that we don't know inches.
I don't even know where my tape measure is.
Well, my layer's sitting 30 inches off the floor.
I don't know what this layout is. I think the legs are 3 foot legs. I'm on 3 foot legs, or 3 or 4 foot legs. Maybe 4. Oh no, this layout is 4 foot off the floor. This layout is dining room table height, so 4 foot.
Well, mine's basically close to between a cheap dining room table and a study desk.
Yeah.
Because what I intend to do is off my ranch house, I tend to have a track that comes up onto my workbench. So when I finish the trains are finished, I can run it just straight onto the layout. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. I like that idea.
I've seen someone that's done that. They've actually got a test track in front of their workbench. To be honest, my test track for this layout is in the wrong place. I've got to literally move myself over to my controller and everything because I'm not DCC. I'm just turn the dial and they run.
Yeah, well, see, my next level is going to be 18 inches up. 15 inches is the next level, but roughly about 16, 17 inches
Hey, Darren.
The 17 inches is going to be my next level, so it's going to come up to eye height
Oh,
to
nice.
me, right? So I've got the bottom level. I've got the bottom level there,
Is
right?
that right, Jason?
You see the bottom level, and then you've got the where the sky finishes. The next level starts up there.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to, yeah, because
That's
it's
kind of
only
where I
going to
was
be a
at.
small room, and
Because I was going to go with the second level. I didn't want to go too high with the bottom level, because then it would be, way too high for the top level, and that's, whatever. I won't be able to
yeah,
see what I'm
you
working
tend
on.
to. Yeah, you tend to lose, especially when you get old and lazy, and you don't want to be standing up playing trains and operating trains. At least you can sit down and watch it all operate.
Yeah, that's
Actually, I
right.
almost wish I would have went a tiny bit lower, but I didn't want to have to be bending over too far when I'm working, uh, especially when you're working like on the back side of the layout, just trying to find a
Yeah,
comfortable
that's the
height for
problem.
me.
I can work on my layout standing up or sitting on a breakfast stool. I can have a breakfast stool in front of my layout, a
Yeah.
tall stool, and I can work on the layout doing stuff. But when I'm on my workbench, I'm on the computer chair like I am now, because
But
I've got the workbench in front of me here.
Yeah, same here. I'm about 6'1", so I don't know.
but see, I like Jason's idea.
Pretty
So
good height. High step stoop to do
Yeah, I've
uprights.
noticed
I
that
like Jason's
my
idea.
lad would.
Start from the top and working the way down the bottom.
Yeah, I like the way I'm sitting in
Yeah,
my
but the
computer
way
chair now.
Jason's doing is start from the top, work your way. Yeah.
I'm sitting on my
Yeah.
lay,
See,
my
what's going to happen? See, I wasn't intending to be here for this long. I was hoping to be over in the US by now, but the COVID hit us,
yeah,
and messed things up. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up this level here, the next level above me, and then
Yeah.
continue on with the main 4x8 behind me.
Okay.
And the 4x8, I'm going to do it so I can pull it out into 4 sections, right?
Well,
So
that's
I
good.
can just pack it up and put it in the container and bring it over.
Yeah, so it'd be easy to pack
But
up then.
when I do the next one, I'm going to start with the scenery and then work my way to the bottom. Yeah,
yeah. Doing modules is the
yeah.
way to go with the
We
layout.
got
If you haven't got much
we've
space,
been officially
going
What's
on.
that?
yeah. Well, so I don't have much space, and what I'm going to be doing is it's going to be done up in such a way, like when I take it to the US, I can expand on it, I can add to it.
Yeah, that's the way to be
So
with it. I'm the same. I wasn't planning having a second layout. This layout was pure accident that I've got. Offered it to me. The person and widow had offered me this layout. It was going to get trashed, so I give it the home, and I just thought I'll carry on building it, but it's taking more time up doing this layout than the original layout that's in the loft. But it's not that bad because it's been too hot lately up in the loft.
Yes, he said, I do wish I built my table a bit lower to make it easier to reach force perspective while on track. Yeah, that's true. That's something you got to think about too, is based on the height and the perspective and all that too.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you
well, that's
build
it.
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
But what there's something I was at a show in Sydney, a big show in Sydney. I think it was 2018. No, sorry, way before that. 2013, 2015. We were at a show up in Sydney. It's a pretty big one, and what I noticed there's a lot of people that are disabled. I've got a few people that are in wheelchairs and that, you know. And if you have the layout too high up, they're not going to see it.
No, that's the
So
problem.
what I decided to do, like even that big display layout that I had, luckily I had an old wheelchair. I just got an old wheelchair and whatnot and sat down and even took a height of a child and dropped the layout down so that the kids and or someone in a wheelchair can actually get what's the word?
Close.
Well, they get to enjoy the layout because it actually can visualise what the layout is, what's on the layout. Because when you got it up so high, they keep missing out on what we built.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. You never know what the future's going to do. You never know what the future holds for us.
No.
Exactly.
Look what happened to me. I had one lady that couldn't see me coming. Decided, I'm gonna chance him and go around the corner, try to beat up the truck, and she went in the path of my truck in front of my rig.
Right.
And it's just totally messed me up with me arm, my shoulder, my hands, and everything else. It just totally messed me up. Because where she hit was between. She was in one of those SUVs, but where she hit was in between the steer and the chassis, and I knocked the right end steer right out.
Damn. You got lucky, man.
The truck over.
You definitely got lucky there.
Very.
Yeah,
and I think
lucky.
And those pedestrians, my biggest fear was the pedestrians that were on the sidewalk waiting across the road. I just didn't want to plough into them too. It would have been goodbye showing to them.
Yeah.
Didn't like that, Dan. I only cleaned track yesterday, and they're not playing ball today. That's not good. I cleaned track yesterday, and it's as though they don't want to run.
Using bend scale, building or smaller pictures. That's a good idea. Push perspective. You can do it that way.
I've done that before now. I know. So I've got a couple of Engage buildings that I've put in the distance, and they look good on my in the loft layout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they're in the distance.
I saw a layout in Flagstaff, Arizona, back in '98. I don't know if they still have I don't know if the club still has the layout in the fairground there. But they create a false perspective there too during the showtime, where they have the HO at the front. They'd have, say Zappa set going down the front or UP set going up the front.
Yeah.
Disappears in the staging, right? And then you have an identical set made up in Engage. And it's coming up in the distance on an Engage track. And it gives that false perspective. The person, when they're looking at it, they'll thinking it's the same train, but it's not.
Oh.
But it was very well done.
Yeah, our model train club has got. I've been our model railway club, but it's very clicky. I only go occasionally if I want to go our shop to get something from our model train shop at the club. Other than that, I don't really go because it's dead clicky and they're all up themselves. They all think they know better with the layouts.
Yeah.
Well, my club,
they can't tend to get that way for sure. You know.
Yeah.
They do. That's what I like about YouTube. We're the YouTube community. We all come together.
Well, one of the problems I found finding, and it's about 2-3 members of my club, they seem to not just hog the layout, but what they do is they put a train on the layout and walk away.
Yes, I've noticed that. Yeah, they walk away
And
they leave it, and then it derails and causes problems.
well, it's not even that. You know, if you're trained to rails, I mean, there's no way stopping it, even with DCC. If you're trained to rails, their train's going to plough up behind it, and a lot of stuff is not cheap, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, I'll take my train. Before I started building this layout, I took my trains there to give them a bit of a run or just to go to the show. The show layout's different, there's different rules on that.
Yeah. I used to do that before I started building my layout. That's what I used to do. I used to take my trains to the club, and then all of a sudden I built my layout, and then I run them myself.
Yeah.
And I don't look back now. The way I am now with my layout, I can run on this layout. I can run trains all day.
Yeah.
But I think I've got to get. I need to look into a cleaning car, a proper cleaning car. But I haven't decided what I'm gonna get. It's okay cleaning.
I've got two of those Atlas, 3 of those Atlas cleaning cars. You know, the vacuum.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. I was looking at the proper cleaning cars. I'm sick to death. I keep cleaning it by hand, and it takes forever. If I can clean it by putting a train on and letting it run round cleaning the track, it'd be a lot easier.
What I did was, when I had my layout set up in my old bedroom, what I had was, you get the Woolette Scenics now got them. They got those little pads that you sit on underneath the passenger car on the wheels.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've never thought of getting them.
They're brilliant. If you put that on your caboose or one of your trains as it runs along, it cleans your track up as well. And what I do is, okay, I'll put a bit of this, a little bit of this fluid underneath it.
Yeah.
It's a fly friend, it's an oil and electrical contact. And I'll just put a dab of this on those pads. Right, and you get that cleaning fluid.
Yeah.
Right, put that on the pads, and as the train goes along, it keeps the track clean.
Yeah. I am looking at getting that CMX cleaning car, Jason. I have seen your video on that. That would be worth getting.
That's what I use. That's a good car, man.
I know it'd be good on my loft layout, because my loft layout's 26 foot long. It'd be ideal on that for cleaning the track. There's a lot of places on that track that I hate cleaning by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got to set. Yeah.
If I just have a spot to clean, I'll just use the eraser, a little bright boy, or I'll use a little piece of cork.
Yeah, I've done that before now. I've used a piece of cork or a piece of cardboard as well. Works wonders.
Yeah. Well, I'll run the cleaning car. Well, not so much on this layout yet because I don't have a full loop, but I have run it back and forth though on this one.
Yeah.
They were, even though most of this track is brand new, it gets dirty quick, man.
I tell you now though, that layout's coming on quite well, to be honest, Dave.
Thanks. I'm getting there.
It's not coming on quick enough though, is it?
No, like I said, I'm tentatively, I'm trying to set a date for right around December 1st. I want to have at least my first level loop in. Now, we'll see. If it don't happen, it don't happen. If it happens sooner, it happens sooner.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I got off kilter a little bit on that second level. Probably just a little bit off the bubble, little by little.
Yeah.
I'm probably not quite an inch off on the one end. Just happened to notice that the other night.
Yeah.
I was like, why does this look wrong? So now I got to take that back off and readjust my alignment there. But at least it's I'm catching it now and not later. Still a pretty easy fix right now. So
yeah.
Hi, Dwight.
We'll get it fixed. Hey, Dwight.
You still be doing a lot of track cleaning by the time you did the ballast and all the other scenery on it. So
I'm not a fan. I've balloted. Me loft layout is balloted, and I think I regret balloting. It causes nothing but track issues on balloting. I think it just may be me.
Has anybody else tried that CR&E electrical contact cleaner? You hear so many different ways of cleaning track
yeah.
and what to use on track. It's like, I don't know what's,
Yeah.
Hey, John, 2618?
Yeah, I usually use. I've used methylated spirits, but the only downside using methylated spirits is you can't run the trains until the next day because it's highly flammable.
Oh, okay.
I used to use methylated spirits all the time when I was a kid on my track, and I never had a problem. My train still runs to this day.
I tried doing it. I cleaned the track yesterday in the loft.
That is true, Jason. You gotta clean the wheels too.
Yeah. I need to do. I've got a load of stock. I need to clean wheels. I think that's half my problem. I'm cleaning the track, cleaning my train wheels, but I'm not cleaning the rolling stock wheels, and that's where the dirt's probably coming from. My rolling stock.
Yeah.
So I know I've showed you guys this locomotive that I picked up cheap.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it runs okay. I got to looking at it the other day, and man, whoever I got this from, I bought it online, off somebody on Facebook or something like that. It's in good shape, no big deal. It runs, but either the guy I bought it from or wherever he got it from, that person was running it on the carpet or something. You would not believe. I tore it all down over the weekend, and you would not believe the amount of carpet fibers and everything I got out of that thing. And the wheels, I cleaned those up too, and it's just filthy. I took it all apart. Took all the gearing out and cleaned it all up, and then re-greased it all, and runs a hell of a lot better now. But just because you had mentioned about cleaning the wheels, made me think about just, man, don't run your stuff on the carpet. It might have been a kid maybe that had it, or somebody just doesn't have a layout yet or something, and set up his easy track on the carpet or something, and if you're gonna do that by like necessity that you have nowhere else to run it, you want to just be careful and make sure you're cleaning all that fiber out of there, because it gets all in the gears and motor and everything.
I've cleaned it. I've got an intercity.
That's what I do, Jason.
Under the bench
I push that car around.
I keep looking at it to repair it. I need to service it and get it running. It needs a complete service because I've got the parts to repair it, but I've not done it. I need to do it so I can get it running round the layout.
Bless you. Yeah.
So what I've done with that.
Jason says he pushes that CMX car around and cleans the track, and it also cleans the wheels as it runs behind it. And I do the same thing with mine. I push it rather than pull it.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. I have seen the video you've done of that, Jason. That CMX cleaning car.
It's definitely worth the investment.
A lot of people seem to be using them, and everyone I know has all suggested to me get that cleaning car.
Jason, what do you use in it? I just been using alcohol in mine.
I prefer
91%.
I prefer alcohol in it.
But I don't know if you use anything different than that or not. If anybody uses something different than alcohol in their CMX car.
Well, I haven't really experimented with the cars yet, but yeah, I do tend to go over my track after I've cleaned it and whatnot with the alcohol. Like after I've done a bit of ballasting or whatnot on it, I do use a bit of alcohol just to get that cleanness off and whatever glue or residue is on.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I did try once. We've got a cleaning fluid our model train shop does, our model shop. It's called Track Magic. I thought I'll give it a go. I don't rate it one bit.
So what I want to do is I want to get at least another one or two of those matless cleaning cars that's got the vacuum and the brushes on it.
Yeah.
Because I want to make them up in a set. Have the vacuum, have the buffing down and whatnot, and as it goes along, you know how you see those tractor grinders and whatnot going along the railway line on the back on the line. Just have the basic maintenance train going along, but it's actually doing something instead of just going around the track. It's actually cleaning the track work up.
Yeah.
So that's what my intention is.
Yeah,
So I'm
Rick,
halfway
very
there. Yeah.
Rick's got a
Missy, I don't know
point
anything
there,
about the
though.
bullfrog snot other than I've heard of it. I don't know what it does. That bullfrog snot. She wants to know if it replaces traction wheels.
I've heard about that, but I don't know.
Fuel gum. Track ups would denature. I got some of that
I've
too.
heard
Yeah.
people that have been
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Actually, I have some of that. So maybe I'll try using that instead. Yeah, I just, that's just what I've seen be used as the alcohol. I mean, I know it will clean, but I guess it also gums it up. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I've noticed the isopropyl alcohol gums up your track.
Some will leave an oily residue on the track. Anybody actually try that stuff that Ron's Trains and Things was talking about through Midwest Modeler? I bought a little jar of it. It was like $4 or $5, but I've not had a chance to try it. And see if I can even find it.
Things. I tried asking my model shop about it, and the closest thing they've got to it was this Track Magic. And the Track Magic, I got a bottle of it. It was only a small bottle like that. I don't even know where it is now. I used it, and it left an actual shine on the rails. I didn't like it at all.
Noch, the German company Noch, even Fleischmann, I mean, they both got a cleaning fluid, and
yeah, I've seen
that's the stuff they use in, is it Munich, where that big
What's the stuff here you're talking about? There's no ox. You get that in the
I've heard about no ox, yes.
Yeah.
How they'll focus or not, but
yeah, I have heard about that no ox.
No, I haven't tried it. Ron did a nice video on it. Looks like that. It's like a
I've tried asking my model shop for it, and he said, "No, we haven't heard of it." It's weird where you get.
I just haven't had the ability to do anything with it yet because I'm just not there yet. But
yeah. Methylated spirits. I've used methylated spirits. I know people say. I've had one friend that said to me he used to swear by WD-40 on the layout. I won't put that I will not put that nowhere near my layout.
It sounds like Joe had a rough time with it, so I don't know. It was, I think, that small bottle was $4 or $5. They had a special on it or something, so I was buying something else through Midwest Modeler.
Yeah.
So I threw it in the cart and figured I'd give it a try, but maybe now I'll try it on like a
little layout
on like a yard or something instead of a main line, just to see if it gives me any troubles.
I've got to replace traction wheels on a train. I keep putting it off. I keep putting it under my workbench and say, "Oh, I'll do it another day. I'll do it another way," and it keeps looking at me. I've got traction wheels I need to put on a loco, but I keep putting it off. I think I'm going to have to do it so I can run the train. But at the moment, I can only run one train. Well, I can run two, but the coupling's on its way going on it, so I need to renew the coupling.
So what I'm looking at doing, experimenting with, I'm just trying to find what's in it.
What is it?
It's electronic clean solvent. I use these on the connections on the trucks and whatnot with my electrics, with my electronics. When I've got a bad connection, then I'll spray it on and rub it on, rub the contacts together, cleans it all up. So I'm going to try to use this to do my track cleaning. I'll get this from J-Cup on the electronic shop over here.
I've seen someone use electric contact cleaner for cleaning track. I think it does work. It was a video I watched. Sounds. I can't think who it was, but it was someone I was watching, and he done an experiment on certain stuff for cleaning track, and he used contact cleaner. He done an experiment with contact cleaner, what you were on about, and lighter fluid.
Yeah. Yeah, lighter fluid is also good.
I've used lighter fluid after I've been working on the track and there's a bit of glue on the track, or I've got a bit of glue on the rails. I've used lighter fluid to do that if I haven't had isopropyl alcohol.
Well, one of the old chaps that I was mentioning before, when I was showing Dave and everyone how we'd done the varnishing, that same old chap was saying with the brushes and the contacts and the motors, right, what you tend to do, especially the brushes, they always get that little gunk and film around the brushes, and you don't get the proper contact. And what he said is soaking in lighter fluid.
Yeah, I've done that.
To clean it all up.
Yeah, I've done that with the brushes on the Ringfield motors. You know, the little brush. I've took the brushes out, got a container, chucked them in lighter fluid, took them back out the next morning, dried them off, put them back in, and they're fine.
Oh yeah. But see, he used to make brushes by himself. What he used to do is he used to get the AA batteries, right? He used to split them up in half, and what he'd do is he used to get the core of it, soak it in a lighter fluid, and then he used to chop it up to the size that he wanted for the motors that he had.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I got the idea from, and I've done that all on my ring-feed motors and even some of the old Athens. Yeah. Used a bit of lighter fluid to clean up the armature on it as well. They went like rockets.
I've only got one Ringfield motor that needs repair, and the rest of the Ringfield motors got changed for CD motors off CD drawers, and the CD motor draw worked wonders.
So you got the ring feed motors that you use, and are they in the Lima trains or are they in the old Hornby ones?
I'll get the train now. It's one I've got in bits. I've got to repair. It's the...
That looks like an old Lima. Yeah, that's an old Lima.
Yeah, it's the old Lima. Yeah. It's the old
That's
Lima.
Pretty cool looking.
Oh, I like it. It needs... I need to service it. I keep putting it off and putting it off. I think it's my job for today to service it today, I think. I'm going to not put it back under the bench. It's going on top of the bench to get done today.
There you go.
I've got a friend of mine here. He was on my chat on Sunday night here.
Yeah.
And what he's done is he's actually made up, or he's managed to get these motors, and he's made a little kit where you actually can replace a ring-filled motor with these sealed motors inside it, and the gear on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dave's leaving me up on big screen at the moment.
Oh, you know what? I had you.
I know.
I wanted to bring up so you could see that locomotive you're showing.
Oh yeah.
I had a suggestion from one of the listeners the other day that it's easier for everybody to see what somebody's showing something to bring them up, and I didn't even think about that. So I've been trying to keep that in my mind when we're trying to show something off, like, you know what I mean? Make it a little bigger, make it easier for people to see. So especially when he's on his phone, it's harder to see that way.
Yeah, it is. When people are on the phone, it is harder to try and see.
It was Jason actually that said that to me.
It probably was Jason.
Suggested.
I wouldn't put it past it being Jason.
Well, no, I think it was a good suggestion. I just didn't think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is a good. I usually do it. I usually with my Sunday show, 'cause I do my scratch build Sunday show, don't I? And I actually I've got a guest coming on this Sunday on it, but it'll be released. It'll be released in my next when I do it. But I've got to do an update video. I need to. It's half done. I've filmed it. I just need to edit it. It's the editing bit I hate.
That's the thing, man. It's the editing.
Yeah.
All right, I know the darker brown isn't really. I need another coat. Do you guys think the lighter tan color looks better on the wall,
The lighter color looks better, Dave.
Well, actually, what you got in the compartments doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can have the two different colours anyway.
That's true.
What's that you're painting it with, Dave?
It's just these cheap craft paints.
Oh, the acrylics, yeah.
Yeah.
The acrylics work wonders.
Yeah, they clean up easy, and it's just like I said, it's inside the car, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have a look perfect.
The seating area of a car, is it?
It is a sleeper car, Amtrak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you
One of
mean.
these.
Yeah.
So,
Where's my one?
So is that the Mark IV, is it, David?
it's the I think it's the newest one. I think it is the Mark IV. It's a newer scheme. It's the ones Walters just came out with.
There's an old one. The old Blue Pullman.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that's not the old HST one, no. Oh, that's the old Pullman, yeah.
Yeah, it's the old Blue Pullman. I've got the cab I had as a kid, but the motor's blown on it. I cannot. Can I, for the love of money, find another motor? Can't find it. I'm trying to look everywhere for one. I can't find it. I've looked on eBay.
What is it?
Missy, have a good day there, Missy. Go get your chores done.
It's up in the loft, Artie, otherwise I'd have found it. I know it's not in my boxes that are here.
Was it an old Hornby or was it an old
Hornby. It's a Hornby. Cause I've got a Triang. I've got the Hymac and the Triang as well.
Okay, so what is it? It's a diesel or a steam?
Diesel.
I'll keep an eye out for you. See if what I can find around here for you.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah, I've got the original motor, but you know where the magnets are? It's the magnets that need remagnetizing.
Yeah.
And you can get the magnets remagnetized, but it's a lot of hassle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello, James.
Hey, James. How are we, James? Yeah, I still don't know if we're going to have that show in November. We're waiting to find out whether we're going to have this drone show in Sydney. That's been thrown by Epping Railway Club.
Oh, we're meant to be having one in November, but we don't know if it's going to go ahead or not. It's meant to be a swap meet as well. It's meant to be a train show with a swap meet.
That's what's going to happen in this one. It's going to have a huge second-hand store. So I'll keep an eye out to see if I come across one of those motors. I did have some old Hornby motors, but I don't think I still have it.
Yeah. I can't think offhand. It's on the workbench up in the loft. Could have got this workbench, and I've been tidying the loft layout back up. And I've found the motor off. I found another motor that I think matches it. That's off another loco that looks like it mounts the same. I haven't really compared the motors to each other. I may compare them and see if it will fit in or not. I haven't looked. I need to look at it.
Well, there was a guy here that had a whole heap of parts on eBay for sale. That was one of the Hornby parts.
Yeah, I've loads.
Yeah.
I do look on the Facebook forums sometime, trying to find the old Hornby stuff.
Yeah.
Cause
But the guys over here, they went crazy over the prices on the spare parts.
they have. The prices over here have gone crazy because most of my trains I run on this layout are all the original Hornby. I've got a Triang train, the original Triang that is the Hymac. I've just finished servicing that. I need to do a running session with that and video it. And it's the original Triang, not before Hornby.
Yeah.
It was worth doing. I bought it in a box from a train show, and I looked at it. I thought that's irreparable, and I got all the bits with it. I replaced everything what needed doing and cleaned it, and it ran. But now I need to do a video for it. It's just getting a chance to do the videos.
Yeah. Well, the way some of the guys here are doing the bidding is
How do you do that, James?
what the HS2 that you got just showed us. You remember the Lima ones?
Yeah.
They done the Australian colour scheme.
I think this is a Lima. This is a British.
Lima's got it possibly is. I mean, the Lima.
That's a Lima, I think. That's a little shunter. That shunter is going to be getting done on a shuttle. I'm going to do that on a shuttle back and forth.
That's what I'm going to do with mine once I get all the bits and pieces for it. But with the HS2, they done there was a set of 5 cars with the power and the dummy on it.
Yeah.
And they painted up in the New South Wales XPT cut livery.
Yeah.
The difference between the HS2 and our XPT is you don't have a guards compartment. Ours is shorter.
Yes.
Right. Now, this guy had on.
Yours doesn't have that window then, does it?
Just stopping in.
We don't have those big windows. See that big window, the guards window, that one, yeah, where you think?
No.
We don't have that, that's cut.
Yeah, that's cut, so that's missing.
Yeah.
So it'll be literally, let me get...
You just have the back door on it.
Yeah, and that window will be non-existent.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We had that, I had that on eBay 2 weeks ago. The 5 car set, right?
Yeah.
They went for close to $1,700.
Yeah, I can expect it because the intercity I've got there, I got it off a YouTuber. He sent me it because I sent him something, and he sent me that. We done a swap, and I need to service it.
See, Jason, have fun, mate. I'm going to bed soon. Jason's got to go to work.
Jason.
But I mean, for the detail that was on it, I mean, you got very basic detail on it, really.
Oh, they have. You look at them, the detail they've got on it, the detail that's on that. I can't reach. I've got an old Remy, Army Remy. Is it in this box down here? I'm just looking. Yep, I've got it. I found. There's the Pullman. There's the Pullman. There's the Pullman, and I ain't got the motor for it.
But with the HS3 one, like with our XBT, Ossision made a very highly detailed one, and those used to go for about $1,400, but they went like hotcakes. Yeah. But now, if people were departing with the old Lima stuff, could buy it.
Yeah.
Now they can't get any of it, so the guys are selling when they see all these Australian XPT, the Lehman ones, the cheap ones, they're bidding on it like crazy.
Yeah, I'm watching a Flying Scotsman at the
I think
moment.
you've seen it.
I've seen a Flying Scotsman on eBay. I wouldn't mind getting the Flying Scotsman because it'd look good on this layout. But I'm not paying the price they want for him at the moment. It can stay there.
So many people want some crazy amount of money on these things.
Yeah, it is
Well,
crazy.
it's not always. It's not just what people want for it. It's how much people are bidding for it.
Yes.
That's what I can't get over.
Well, that's true too. People will pay some crazy money for things, and
Yeah, they do.
Kind of drives the prices up on some stuff because of that.
Yeah. It's like most of my stuff I've got that there. That is an old Triang before Hornby.
Yeah.
The only downside with that, because it's Triang, it does not like running on the nickel track because it's the Triang wheels.
Because it's got deeper flanges and the actual wheel itself, you'll find is a lot wider too.
Yeah, exactly. But I can change them. I've been watching videos how to change them. I will probably go down the road of doing it when I can afford it. You've just got to get the inserts and put ordinary wheels on it.
Yeah. You can do that, or you can. What some of the guys were doing in one of the clubs in Sydney, what they were doing, they were actually putting the wheels in the drill.
Yeah.
And following down the flanges.
Yeah.
And reshaping the flanges.
Yeah,
I'm
not brave enough to do that, Artie.
No, neither am I. No. I did it once, and I'm not going to do it again.
I done that once with a set of, I think it was on a set of Mark II Triang coaches. On one Mark II coach he had. I tried doing that. I wrecked it. It's now on the shelf, needing new wheels completely. Never again.
Yeah. No, you're right, James. Rapido wants support, but they are going to have to bring the prices down. It's getting a bit too pricey. I know they're super detailed on that, but man, they're getting way too expensive. I mean, look at how much they're wanting for the passenger cars.
Yeah, Rapido. I've noticed that with the Rapidos. Yeah, I was looking. It's the same with our trains. The Hornby stuff we're getting. They're getting expensive. It's complete train sets are even getting expensive now to buy.
Well, I was looking into getting some of those Horizon cars.
Yeah.
That Rapido's got. But I mean, for Australia, if I convert the money over to Australia, really, I'm looking at $200 a carriage.
Yeah.
That's Australian dollars. It's like.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Really, you need 5, and and that's without the shipping.
Yeah, imagine what it is with the shipping.
They're all getting expensive. Even. I mean, I like scale trains, but even they're starting to get up there just as bad as everybody else.
Yeah, I like my Hornby stuff. I'm not a fan of Bachmann.
Well, you know what? You might not be a fan of Bachmann. I've got a few Bachmann stuff in. You know what? I never ever had issues with it. I've got one steam engine in here.
To be honest, I've never owned Bachmann. I should get myself something Bachmann and see how it goes.
I've got a steam engine. She's here. Right.
What is it? Is it a steam loco or diesel?
Even the diesel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I bought this diesel as a switcher for my layout.
Oh, that's nice, and it's Bachmann.
Right? That's a Bachmann one. It's got an economy tsunami decoder in it, right?
Yeah.
And it runs like a dream.
Yeah.
Beautiful little engine. Okay. It doesn't sound perfect, but it's got sound and everything else. It's a beautiful engine. I only
Yeah.
paid what, $60 Australian.
Oh, that's not bad.
Now, this is my little steam engine.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a Bachmann. I've now had this one close to 8 years.
No, I wouldn't mind getting that one. I just saw that one on a site the other day. I think about 250, 260, somewhere in there with sound and everything.
You can get cheaper from train. You can get it cheaper from train world.
Yeah. That
Dave?
I've got one a bit like that RC that is I've got to get the I need to repair it, but I can't get the worm gear off. I've got to try and get a worm puller to pull the worm off because it's worn.
What is it, a Bachmann one, is it?
Believe it or not, I was given it, it's a Bachmann. I need to repair it, and if I repair it and like it, I may take it back what I say about Bachmann.
I've had this steam engine, as I said, I've had this close to 8, maybe 10 years now. Right? It's been at shows all around, well, right throughout my state. And it's a workhorse. Every Christmas it comes out and runs forever.
Yeah, I've got a train like that on the layout now. Where is he? It comes in a train set.
I have a few Bachmann. I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah, I've never owned a Bachmann. I've got one I need to do the work on. I may repair it and then like it. But this way,
I mean, I will say they're not the ones I have. They're not like the best pullers. Like they're not the strongest locomotives I have. They're not the heaviest.
Yeah.
But they run good for what they are and for what you paid for them. You know.
Yeah, this
decently detailed enough for what I use them for.
Yeah, this one I've got here in my hand. It's on the workbench now. It's a little pug. And I tell you now, it's me. Anthony done the Great Warrior Challenge, and it fell off the layout and everything, and it doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
I've got one like that. It's cab's battered. It's got chips on it. It's got bits of the cab missing, but yeah, it doesn't miss a beat.
That's nice.
Oh, it'll pull. I've actually had it pulling 20 coal trucks, no problem, with no wheel slip.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, I see with the only thing I've done with that engine, I swapped the decoder in it.
Yeah, I'm not DCC. I'm AC. You just turn the controller and my trains run.
Well, I want to run on DC as well. But what I've done with that, it was just a straight out DCC chip with no sound in it. So I threw that out. No, sorry, I lied. It did have a sound chip in it. I didn't like it.
But it wasn't a good one.
No, it was one of the can't think of the brand.
Hey, Randall.
Hi, Randall.
I think it was an MRC one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I threw that out, and some kid at the club gave me $20 for it, but so I gave it to him.
As you do.
Yeah. As I said to him, it's nothing fancy, but I'll put a tsunami chip in it.
Yes.
Steam chip in it.
Yeah.
But still, as I said, never had the drama. I pulled, I think it's 10 passenger cars with it, and some that it doesn't also freight cars, and had it up the club's helix and that, and yeah, he goes good. I've got another.
Slay with that one. That's my good trusty one there. That comes in a train set. That's the one that'll pull 20 coal carriages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the weight of it is like...
I bust the I need to put a new link on the back, so it's towing from the front at the moment.
G'day, Randall. How are we, mate?
But it runs brilliant. That's my old Warrior. It done the old Warrior challenge that Anthony Dodge done. He put a challenge up and that done it, no problem. It fell off the layout and I've not touched it. I've not replaced nothing. All I keep doing is cleaning the wheels on it.
The old ones go forever.
Yeah,
I've got another. What is it? I've got another 5 of those steam engines from Barkman.
Yeah, I've got. That's what that one is. It's up in the loft. I need to go up and get it and I need to get a worm gear puller so I can get the worm gear off it and then repair it.
Yeah, I got some blue box like that. In fact, I have this P42s that I got are a blue box, and I actually want to remotor it. I think I want to put like a Genesis motor or something in it, and
yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with mine, and I've got an FP45 coming.
Yeah.
The mail should be here tomorrow. It's got the old blue box after the mail in it, so I'm going to replace it and put in the new one. I've got these new ones. It's got the adapter for the DCC chip in them already.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, see, I got to put a chip and everything in.
Yeah, you just got to plug the chip in. It's got a 9-pin or 8-pin. It's got a 9-pin socket and an 8-pin socket in it.
Yeah.
That's the good thing with me. I'm not DCC, so I don't need to put chips in my trains. I'm running just turn the knob and the train goes round the layout.
Well, see, that steam engine of mine, and I've got a couple other diesels here, they got a DCC chip in them, but I can also run them on DC because when those certain members go hogging the main layout of the club, I go down and play on with a couple others. I go down with our exhibition layout we set up in the club, and that's DC. Yeah. So not many people come to the club with DC, so I just go down on that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's not a bad layout. It's based on the old Waterfall station, which is just north of here, between here and Sydney. Roughly about a halfway point. And that was before the electrification and the freeway was put in. Very prototypical. I'm just going to go and grab another coffee. You guys chat along, I'm going to grab another cuppa.
Yeah.
Since Dave ain't going to make us any. I mean, you didn't even call in a Starbucks to get us a cup of coffee.
Nah, it's too rich for my blood. I don't drink that. I'm just an old Maxwell House guy.
Do you go cheap? Did coffee you just put the hot water in? Does me as well.
Yeah, I'm just an old Maxwell House guy. I don't drink that fancy stuff. Oh, I do drink the Black Rifle coffee stuff. That's pretty good.
I think Dave's forgot him on big screen again.
No, sorry.
Okay,
I got the paint. I got the paint. And you were showing that little locomotive off. So.
Yeah, it's no problem. You got engrossed in your painting, didn't you? It's looking good, that inside, what you've painted it with. Is it the burnt umber colour, Dave?
No, it's what is this color? It's apple barrel paint. It's territorial beige.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I use either.
It dries a little darker than it looks when it's wet, you know.
Yeah, it does. I keep saying to myself, I like using the acrylics. Acrylics seem to be better for painting stuff.
Well, for something like this, they're fine. You know, if I was, I'm not gonna paint like the outside of something with a brush with this. Now, I've actually used some of this in an airbrush too.
Yeah, you can. I know someone that's used. I'm actually looking at an airbrush. I want to get an airbrush. And if I go down the road of getting an airbrush, I will be using acrylics in the airbrush.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Right. Been scoping on
Everyone says to me,
eBay.
I've got a friend that says to me, why don't you use the MIG colours, the MIG paints? They're expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought some True Color paint.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna paint the. I have the shells for these P42s. They're over there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna paint them the newer Amtrak design.
Yeah.
I bought decals and everything. For some reason, I got it. Like you, I got it underneath the bench, and I haven't taken it back out yet.
I've not put it back on. That's the Intercity is staying on the bench. I think that's a job I'm working on today. I want to get it running.
I gotta get myself in gear so I can get this stuff done. I gotta make a run up to Home Depot and get some more wood too.
It's getting the time to do it though, Dave. It's all money and time, isn't it?
Yeah, money for sure. Time. Like I said, it's nice I have the extra couple of days off during the week so I can do some of this kind of stuff without interfering with family time so much. But
yeah,
it's definitely time consuming and money.
Yeah, model railway seems to want more money spending on it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I have enough stuff. I don't need to buy anything more as far as like cars, locomotives. It's more like wants. It's more like, you see something you like and you're like, oh, I gotta have that. I said, well, shit, I don't know where to put it now. I got too many things.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't need to buy nothing. I went out and yesterday. I needed more adhesive. I was running short of me adhesive I use for making me fences. I've been using, instead of tacky glue, I've been using Gorilla adhesive. It seems to dry better.
I'm back.
I'm back.
He's probably got his coffee in hand as well.
Bloody hell.
I made a big cup.
Yeah, well, someone broke mine.
How did you break it?
I didn't break it.
Oh.
It just shattered.
Oops. That's
no. Yeah, it did. Well, mind you, it did hit before too. So.
Oh, so that says it all, doesn't it?
This old place where I was living at, the tenants up above the place that I lived before, it was a real crappy place, and the guys upstairs decided to have a shower. You know those Indians that you have over there too, in England?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was more water on the floor and whatnot, and it soaked downstairs to me, and it went all over my kitchen bench and power pods and whatnot, so I'm racing around trying to pull all the plugs out and whatnot, and it was actually one of those, I got the cup from the bar Cheers in Boston, and it was a big mug.
Yeah.
So now I've got to go to Boston and get another one.
That's not good.
And what are they charging from the US to Canada, James? But the eBay pricing on postage is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it is. eBay bloody prices for sending stuff and everything is just getting crazy.
Oh, you're not wrong. What was it? $70, $80 by mail?
Yeah.
Christ, I can get items from North Carolina or over to Australia for $50, $60 with UPS.
Yeah.
Which is cheaper. And an average, I'll pay about $50, $60 from New York to Australia.
Yeah.
And that's your standard box, basically.
Yeah.
But for me to send stuff to the US it's cheaper to send it by mail than what it is by UPS. If I need to send something urgent to the US, I have to travel all the way up to Sydney, and we can't take the packet. We got to take the packages at UPS because they got to see what's in the package. But an average package from Sydney to the US direct is $200
It's like I've
from
got.
Sydney US. It's only because it takes them all the way around. With UPS, it doesn't go direct. It actually goes via Hong Kong and China, or even Japan before he actually gets to the US.
It goes all around the world first.
Yeah, geez.
Well, UPS doesn't do direct flights unless you basically book out the whole plane.
That's crazy.
Well, I've done
Why are you so cheap? Why don't you book out the whole plane? Don't be so cheap.
The guy, my client that I used to book the UPS aircraft for, he's retired now, so I can't sneak anything on it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he used to do livestock and everything else. He used to send it by plane. He didn't put it on the ship. He used to put it on the plane. Sheep, cattle, pigs. He used to put it on the plane, but I'm glad I didn't have to. I wasn't the one that had to clean it.
Yeah. That's right.
$50.
I know, right?
Plus your import charges.
It's like highway robbery, man.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, that robbery, jeez.
That is ridiculous, that, James.
Actually, David, all that robbery's cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Too much.
See?
I don't know what they're thinking.
It's like I've
Well,
got.
the Canadian government's got to make its money somehow, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Apparently.
I've just got me. Well, I've hit 500. I'm at 500 subs. I can't believe I've gone past me 500. To be honest,
Oh, nice.
Congratulations. I can't believe I've done it. I didn't expect my channel to get this, to get the subs. I've actually got. I'm getting printed as we speak. I've got a mouse mat getting done that I'm going to be doing as a giveaway for me 500 subscribers. I'm waiting for the email off the person that's making it to let me know when it's ready to go and pick up, and then I'll be going to pick it up, and then I'll be doing a video of it, how you can enter the competition. It'll be for me 500 subscriber. I'm going to do it as so you can entry, but you must be subscribed to my channel.
I guess I better go subscribe to you then.
You probably, I think you are, Dave.
I'm sure I am.
I know
pretty
you
sure
are,
I am.
Hey, you are, Dave. You've been subscribed to me for some time, but there's people out there that subscribe to you for so long, and then because you don't follow your stuff, they get unsubscribed by YouTube. That's YouTube playing around with them, innit? Because they're not.
I don't understand that, man. One day you look at your subscriber count and you got this many, and the next day you're down 10 people.
I'm seeing that too, yeah.
Yeah.
But mine's been steady at the moment. I'm sitting now on 61 now. So it's gradually getting up there, but
it takes. I don't know
if
what
you want to
it is.
subscribe, you subscribe. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I'm still having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same.
Meeting up with some other people. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the enjoyment of the hobby.
Yep, I'm the same. I didn't expect to get where I got with my channel. I'm here for the enjoyment, going up on panels. We have good laughs and streams. It's what it's all about, sharing our knowledge we know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys will come up with ideas that I don't know about, and I've probably got ideas that you guys don't know about.
Yep, exactly. I like going in all different live streams. I like going in the American streams, the British streams, because I am British. But the American streams sometimes pick up some good ideas in the American
yeah.
stream, better than
Oh,
the
yeah.
British streams. I've been following Dave. God, I've been subscribed for Dave when he had his other layout. I remember watching him with that other
Yeah.
layout,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that
You've always
layout was a
commented on
nice
myself for a
layout.
long time.
Yeah, exactly. I got some good ideas from off your layout that I'm actually I've put to use on the Anfield Road layout, and I'm putting to use on this layout. I use a lot of ideas off people's ideas.
I don't
that
know
they
if I just, I
Yeah,
don't know
I
if I
do.
subscribe to your channel yet or not, but I haven't David's, but I don't know if I'm going to subscribe to yours yet.
I think you are. I think you have looked at my channel art.
What, under my, under this name or the other name?
I don't know you. I know I lose with you because you've got two names.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I never know with you which one. You're either under your other one or this one.
yeah, I'm normally on this one now. I'm not really that much on the other one anymore because I normally use this one basically since I've started streaming with my model trains because I've had some friends and that from Facebook and the other ones I have in the US or whatnot has been saying you
Yeah,
sharing
do you
some of your
know? I
ideas.
can't even think if I'm subscribed to you under your art one, Artie.
What's your what are you what's your username?
Anfield Road layout, and I'll type in the chat. I'll put hi in the chat, and you'll know because I'm not. I've just put hi in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me have a look. I'll do that now.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember because I know. I know you used to go under two different names, Art. Because I always used to say hello to you in the streams.
Yeah, yeah, you have in yeah. I'll
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like, I wasn't even going to do a YouTube channel. I don't remember who talked me into it. Between my wife and a couple other guys that I was friends with.
I started my YouTube channel was started by accident, and that's what happens. You start it by accident, and then it just goes from there, doesn't it?
I remember
Yeah,
having to have
well,
my daughter
I've just
help
got
me
your
figure out how to.
I've just got your
how to-
notification now, Art.
yeah.
I'm
There
just
you go.
seeing it come up on my phone. So what I'll do, I'll go back through in a minute, and I'll subscribe to you because I don't think
Cool.
I am subscribed under that name to you.
Yeah, well, there's a certain member. I won't mention his name, but there is a certain member that has got his YouTube channel and suggested I should get into it. So
Yeah,
that was basically the tipping point for me, and I said, "Well, I'm not doing anything else. I've got to look at something else."
yeah.
And bit the bullet and then go and run with it. So here I am.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't even going to do one. And
You should have
I
got
remember
a
when I first started
notification
putting up
now,
videos, I
Artie.
had to have my daughter help me edit and stuff till I found this iMovie thing for the iPhone, and then it helped me out a lot.
Yeah. It's like I've only just recently. The video I'm going to be putting out this week is going to be my first edited video I've ever done. I've never used I've never edited videos. This is going to be my first editing video that I'm putting out.
Oh, cool.
I'm just glad I didn't never reformatted my old
Laptop.
desktop.
Oh yeah.
But it's still running on Windows 7, and then on that Windows 7, it's still got that old Movie Maker or whatever it is on that, my Filmmaker.
Yeah. Movie Maker's a decent editing program, though, I must admit.
Yeah, I've actually using that to edit all my films.
Yeah.
Now I bought this laptop that I'm talking off now. That's got a camera. And it's got a different editing program in it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like to use the one that that's on the Windows 7. So
Well, I've got this laptop, and I've got another laptop that's over the other side of the room. But this is my laptop I only use usually for my YouTube. The other one's my work laptop.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think this laptop's got to go in and get some repairs done to it because the cooling fan seems to be a little bit noisy, especially when I start it up. The cooling fan gets very, very noisy in it.
Yeah. I've got a
So,
tower I've got a tower down on the floor. The tower, I've just put Windows 10 on it. I'm good with that. I like I mess around with my PCs myself. I can do a lot of installs myself with it.
I don't like the Windows 10. You can have the Windows 10.
I love Windows 10, but I don't.
I hate it. You know where you can put the Windows 10, don't you?
That's fine, Artie. I'll keep it there then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I got. I think that's what I have on this computer is Windows 10. I'm not sure though. This is whatever it came with.
But my new laptop that I've recently that I'm getting a new streaming laptop because I want a better laptop for streaming. I'm gonna get one with Windows 11.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna wait till I get released. Which is going to be December 19 December we're getting released. So I'll just get something on duty free.
Yeah.
When I go to the US, it'll be just to work out cheap. I don't have to worry about paying any taxes and whatnot. So
yeah, exactly, because you want to relocate to the US, don't you, Artie?
well, eventually, yeah. Well, I'm going to be going there once we find out what the hell's going on with these vaccine passports and the requirements for in return from the US.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what's going on with them at the moment, do we?
Well, it'd be good if there was a global standard. That's the whole thing. Everybody's doing a different standard.
Yep, they are. It is. It's stupid.
Like, I was just about ready to go out and get another vaccine because they're talking about you can only go to the country if they recognise the vaccine that you had. Right? We can only go to the United States now if we've been vaccinated. Double vaccine. And of course, I had the AstraZeneca. I thought, oh yeah, well, I've got to go out and get a Moderna shot now. But they actually announced it, I think it was this morning, that we don't need to. So, but where it's going to be in our passport or how we can actually prove it, that's the thing that's on the card. Yeah. But on our return, this is what we all want to know. On our return, do we have to go in a hotel quarantine or can we quarantine at home? Because if we have to go and quarantine in a hotel, I'm not going anywhere because it's going to cost me $3,500.
Yeah, well, it won't be cheap for you, will it? When you come back from the US?
No, if I can quarantine at home, it'd be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I leave the car at the airport and drive myself home. I'm quarantined.
Yeah.
But I'll be able to drive it, the way things are going, I'll be able to go to the United States before I can go to, say, where Greg from Midsummer Railways is, or up to the Great Barrier Reef. I won't be able to go there. I'll be able to go to the United States before I go to anywhere else in Australia.
Yeah, you probably will be. You're correct on that one, Artie.
Because what they're working on, they're looking at opening up once we hit 80% vaccination.
Yeah.
Right? And if the other states haven't reached the 80%, we won't be going into it. They won't be opening up the borders, so we can go overseas, but we won't be able to go to other states in our own country. They're saying that we should reach 80% mid next month.
Yeah, we're not even at 80% here in the UK.
Yeah, well,
I don't know where we are here, to be honest with you.
US, what they were saying today is about 54%.
Yeah, I think they were
53,
saying that
54.
We're not even at 100%. I think we're at 80. We're not even at 80%. We're at about 70%.
Yeah.
It's
New South Wales, the city or New South Wales within ourselves they've been pushing it. They're estimating about 95% is going to be fully vaccinated by November within
Yeah,
our state.
that's what they say here. They
Yeah,
reckon it'll be by Christmas here.
because they already said, because with our single jabs, because there was a bit push and drive with it, with our single vax, it's already at 89%.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing. But the other thing is they're changing the laws here that if you haven't been double vaccinated, you cannot go to the pubs, you cannot go to football games.
Oh,
And
that's what they're saying here. You're not allowed to a nightclub if you haven't been vaccinated.
yeah.
Because that's what my job is. I work in security. I used to do doors in the nightclubs.
Well, I still do volunteer emergency if I need to, so I've got to be vaccinated too. So, but still, as our premiers and whatnot saying, if majority of people have done all the hard work, they should have more privileges.
Looks like me paint pen's dried up.
What colour is it?
White.
No, sorry, I've only got brown, or black.
You know, the worst thing is, I've not used them for years and they've been under my workbench. I've just come across them now. And I'm thinking, I'll try and see if I can use them. I'll just order new ones. I'll go and order some new ones off Wish. That's where they come from.
Yeah, James, it is becoming a bit of a nightmare issue, but with us here in my neighbourhood, I think everyone's just too scared to get the everyone's afraid of getting the virus here. There's a lot of oldies around here. My whole street, everyone's vaccinated here within my area. G'day, Joe, Crazy Joe. It's like, if you know what COVID does, how it attacks the lungs, a lot of people just don't want to go through it. It's health. You know, and I'll mention that to a few people, and some people know what I went through in 2014, 15. They know what I went, especially 2015, they know what I went through. And it's hell. COVID's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I definitely don't want it.
People are getting it, but the thing is, you're reducing your hospital.
Yeah,
it reduces the need to go to the hospital. And, well, look at Rick. Yeah, he got it, but he said he didn't have the severe symptoms.
Yeah, I know someone that got it and didn't have the symptoms. It's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, to be actually honest with you, like, I can't eat a lot of foods. Like, it might sound funny, like, I can't eat McDonald's food. The meat patties.
Yeah.
Because what it's done in the airways, down in this section here, it's actually done the damage, and this is the SARS virus. It's actually damaged the ventral tube in this part of the neck. And food and stuff gets stuck in there, and you feel like you're choking and you're coughing. It fills up your lungs really bad.
Yeah.
So you said I've got to be very picky with the aftershaves and the deodorants, because some of it actually knock the breath out of it. Just cut it off. Yeah, I'm going to cut it off from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rick Bailey got it. But the thing is, he didn't have to go to hospital though. This is the thing that they're trying to do. They're trying to just reduce it so the symptoms are going to be like a flu.
Yeah.
You know, you go home and sleep it off. You don't have to go on a ventilator.
Oh my God! You can tell when I last must have serviced this Ringfield motor. The cotton wool bud's getting black.
Oh yeah.
That's what I say. I think I had it a couple of weeks ago. I just wouldn't test them for it. Wouldn't test positive for it.
I work in security. I've just come back from working events, and all through the summer I've been having to test do the flow tests. and I've been close with public, and I'm thinking to myself, it's going to come back positive. It's going to come back, and touch wood, it's always been negative. I've jabbed as well, so I'm fine.
Well, since the start, I think my total was about 20 odd tests so far. Touch wood, I've missed it, but I mean, but as I said, the symptoms of just gasping for air and trying to breathe, that's the worst side of it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the worst. This is what a lot of people can't understand. I mean, there's a lot of good people out there, and I just don't want them to. I just don't want to see them suffer.
Yeah, well, I know someone, a friend of mine. The videos on my channel, I met them. They live on a canal boat. He actually caught COVID, and he was in ICU and everything, and he pulled through it.
Yeah.
But he's still got ongoing COVID. He's out of breath, everything, but he's back on his canal boat and cruising around the UK on the canals.
Yeah. But see, I admit, when I got the virus, the SARS virus, it was that bad that I actually got grounded from flying. I lost my pilot's license. Couldn't pass the medical.
Yeah.
Because it actually damaged my left lung.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the side effects of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's what anyone that's got long
Okay,
COVID
James.
after it, it ends up being long COVID after it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, my area here, we've all been pretty good and been looking out for each other. Plus, there's a lot of oldies around here too.
Yeah, you've got to look after each other. That's the problem. You need to look
Well,
after each.
That's the whole point of it. That's what we do. We're just looking out for each other. You know, it's not so much me. It's like I've got this sweet old lady 2 doors up, and she shares over the fruit and vegetables that she's got in the garden in exchange for the lemons that I've got in my back tree. And on the other side, 2 doors up, there's another lady a bit younger than me, but she's got what's his name? She's got a brain tumour. So the last thing she needs at the moment is to get it. You know, and there's a lot of oldies around here. We always say hi and everything else, so we keep our distance and yeah. And the lady next door, she works at a nursing home, so yeah. So you're going to put this same lighting kit in that too, David? In that?
I have to buy more lighting kits. So I'm gonna try to do this one with those LED strips and that roll.
You'll be able to do it, Dave. I
just got to get the wiper part to work. If I can figure that part out and get that
it'll work.
to work,
Are you going to take the feed off the wheels, off the track?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll work. I've done it. I don't know if it'll get.
I could just drill down through one of these empty holes and.
You can't.
I could hide the wires coming up, and I could coil the wires. So when I take the lid off, I got a little extra wire.
Yeah, could I done it with this train I've got here in my hand? I put extra pickups on the wheels on this, and
is this the sort of thing you got there, Dave?
Something like that. Yeah, I have to find it. Let me go look for it. I'll show you what I got.
This one's.
Oh, what the hell? That's the problem I have. I can't find half the stuff I have.
Or you put them down somewhere under your bench and can't find
Don't tell him I've got it here.
Yeah, Artie's got it, Dave.
Yeah, he might have it. I don't even know. That's not it.
I put him in my diesel shed, look.
I've got to
got
do,
too many
I've got to
boxes
do
of
them
stuff.
I need to do them in my shed. I need to put lights in my shed.
Yeah, well, I use these.
Yeah, I've been looking at them myself.
And you can cut it to length.
Yeah.
Like you got to have 3 LEDs in the strip.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, and then you can resolder it. So that's what I've done with that. That's what I've done in the engine shed. I've got this in it. And it bridens it up pretty well.
Yeah, be
I
good.
bought a bunch of these from this funtrying.com. Let me put that up there. Hang on a minute. But this is almost like kind of the fun trying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got a system there that's almost like the Just Plug system from, what do you call it there?
Yeah, the plug and play lighting.
Yeah, it's like way cheaper too.
Yeah.
You're probably
That's how
trying to do the same similar system.
I had all my street lights and stuff plugged in with. It's got the little adapters there, and you plug it in the
Yeah.
little holes.
Yeah.
Plug to it and everything, and you can add to it. It's a mess right now because I just kind of took it all apart, went to the layout down.
But
Yeah,
so
I got
that's
the
what
little street lights. And
Yeah, I do a lot of I've got a lot of street lights I bought from Wick.
I just got to figure it all out again when I get back at it again. You know.
It all takes time.
For that.
It'll all come to you in the end, Dave.
It'll be all right. I'm looking forward to getting back to this kind of stuff because I enjoy doing the scenery and that kind of thing a lot more than I enjoy this part of it.
I
like doing the scenery more than the putting of track. I'm not a fan of putting track down. Track baffles me.
I don't mind the track. I hate putting switches down.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's that stuff here already. You're talking about it. Come in a big roll like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did that one set you back, if I may ask?
You know, I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember. But like you said, you got to cut it into groups of 3.
Yeah.
And you just solder on these little tabs at the end.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Mine's exactly the same, yeah. And
it has a sticky back, but I think I'll probably put a little super glue or something on it too.
Yeah, that's what I do. Use super glue. I use Tamiya.
But Artie, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to stuff, so I'm going to say it was probably less than $10 for the roll. Or somewhere $5-6 maybe, but don't quote me.
Yeah, it probably was.
That's a lot cheaper than what I spent on mine. I think it was about $40 for that roll of mine.
I really don't think it was that much because I don't think I'd have bought it for that. I'm too cheap for that.
Right. You're from Ohio. You guys are like that. See, we can't afford much. So where I get my lights from in China, I've actually picked out a lot of the items that they've got is the similar stuff that Atlas have got too. But so this is what I got. This is what I got from the guy in China. These are my.
I have to go back on my Amazon account and look and see what I paid for that. I got it through Amazon, I think.
I get my a lot of my light stuff from Wish.
I get some stuff from Wish too.
I like the. I don't think they're up. I've got a load of the lampposts that you've just shown. I've got a load. I get them in bundles from Wish, but you have to put the you don't get them with the diodes, so you have to buy a bag of diodes, put the diodes on them. I'm going to be putting lights on this layout. To be honest, I'm liking this layout better than my loft layout because it's smaller to work on.
Well, the one thing I'm dreading is when I do the 4x8 section on my layout.
Ooh, why are you dreading it?
Because the section that's going to be behind me, I'm going to have very little room to work on the towards the engine shed side. I'm going to have a little passageway there by about a foot and a half wide.
Yeah.
So I've got to lose my gut a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to lose my gut a bit. But so these are the lights that I've got
Yeah,
on
I've
eBay.
got mine on down here. I don't think my other one's down here.
I thought I had the different ones. Oh, I should have ordered another one. I've got another batch coming from him. And these are going in my Lakeout facility.
Hey, I think I found them.
Yeah, these are going in my Lakeout facility. So, I've got some more coming. I just put in place in an order, and this has got resistors and everything in it too.
They're actually little LEDs that I'm going to put in my engine shed.
Yeah.
They're like what you get, little fairy lights that run on batteries, but I found you can run them on 12 volts.
Yeah, well, I've got a packet here with all the micro lights that I'm going to put in my roundhouse.
Yeah, I've got boxes of them up in the loft. I keep saying to myself, I need to go up and get them. But I'm thinking I may. I've had enough. I may do some. I need to start doing some street lights on my layout and in the yard. I need to do some yard lights, so I may get them done.
Well, I've got some street lights coming too, so I'm hoping it's going to be here before I go and have my operation done, because I really want to do a video on doing the lights and how the lights are. Like for those that want to do things close to pretty typical, and how they work out how to have the street lights and that out in suburbia and whatnot.
Yeah. Are you going to daisy chain all the street lights together? Are you just going to daisy chain them all together, put all the lights running off one toggle switch?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
So, the way I'm going to be doing it, well, the street lights, the street lights are all going to come up as one.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm going to have certain areas where, like with the night scene in, like you come the early evening, early nights.
Oh, yeah.
You got the shops that are open, and you got your houses that are coming up with the lights and whatnot. Then you get close to about 10, 11 o'clock, and then you start getting some of the shop lights being turned off and whatnot. And during the daytime, I think the only lights that's going to be on during the daytime is the engine shed and the diesel shed and the turntable.
I've actually got one light on my church. I'll see if I can do it. Let's move my camera. Let's see. That church there. Let's see if she works. All that is a little fairy light, 12-volt fairy light.
Yeah.
It looks good. When the whole I'm gonna start doing loads of lights on it. But that's the lighting, and all that is a little toggle switch.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do with mine, I'm actually going to have mine on a rotary switch for now.
Oh, yeah.
Until I get
what kind of switch?
A rotary switch. You know, like on the old TV dials?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where you can turn them, have them low and high.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of. Like I can actually put
like
it
a dimmer switch.
Yeah.
Or like I have a day and
I've got that light there is on. I
thought about getting those kind of like LED lights for underneath the upper level to shine on the different levels. The ones that have the multicolors in them, so you could do like a little bit of a blue light, a little bit of a red or a pink for like sunset colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do in mine.
Kind of like for the lighting for underneath. I might look at doing those where you could change up the colors for different things. I think that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. That's what I like to do. Now there's someone on. I don't know if they got it on YouTube, but I did see it on Facebook, where someone actually done like out of cotton wool or whatever it was, and had LEDs up behind it, and created a lightning effect through it.
It was you.
Oh.
It was YouTube.
Yeah, I just watched that. What the hell is his name?
Yeah, I can't think of it. I know where I've seen it. It was YouTube, I think, Artie.
Yeah.
I can't
And it was just
think.
fantastic.
He's got a pretty cool layout too. He had a cool layout
Yeah.
all around, and that was really neat.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't think of it. The other laptop's over the other side. Otherwise, if I start while I'm
I just watched him not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I gotta go.
No problem, Dave. It was nice.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get something done around here. It's after 11 o'clock for me.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Time for lunch.
Holy
moly! You've got on longer than you usually do, haven't you, Dave?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we didn't start till 9 today. I'm thinking about maybe moving it to 8:30ish, somewhere around there, between 8:30 and 9 instead of 7. I feel like more guys were able to join in at that time.
Yeah. Well, if you do it either a little bit later, it still fits in with me, so it's easy with me. I'm still usually in front of the layout, working on the layout, Dave. So whichever way.
It doesn't bother me a single bit.
So what time is it with you, Artie? What time you got over there?
Oh, well, it's only night's still young. I mean, the morning's still young. It's only 1:15 in the morning.
It's 4:14 in the afternoon here. In the evening, 4:14 in the afternoon here. Well, coming to evening now.
Yeah. As I said, Dave, the easiest way for you to work it out with the time is add 2 to you.
Yeah.
Right? And then add a day.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So when it's 11 o'clock there at night in the day, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah.
All right, so you're already on the you're on the 17th now. So it's the 17th where you're at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is for Artie. Yeah. We're still on.
That's so weird, man. That's so weird.
I mean,
think like that.
The future. And guess what? You haven't got the winning lotto numbers yet. Sorry, guys.
That was weird with Artie, because when we used to come in the streams and I used to speak to you, it'd be early hours of the morning for you being in streams, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when we used to see you in the streams, Dave was meant to be going, so I'm going to cut it short.
We've been gasbagging. We actually had a good chat tonight. So.
Yeah, we have. It's been an interesting one.
I love doing this show. I do. I love this Thursday morning stuff. It's just.
It is interesting. We have a.
Sometimes we just talk about nothing. And other times we actually learn some stuff too. Like, hey, what time are you on Sunday, Artie?
What
time would it be for me?
I think it's about 5, 6 o'clock your time, Slave. Make it 6 o'clock your time, you'll get me.
In the morning? Okay, I'll try to jump in.
Yeah. What time will it be for me then, Artie? That.
Oh, geez, now you're going to make me work and think my...
I won't work it out, Artie. I'll look at them.
Hang on, let me have a look. Hang on, I'll let me check for a minute here.
Wait, Dave was meant to be going.
Yeah. Look, keep it. You subscribe to me now anyway, so just keep an eye out.
Yeah, we'll
do. I'll have something up on Saturday morning your time, okay?
Yeah. I'll have a look at that. I'll look at some of your stuff as well when I get.
Oh, yeah, am I subscribed to your YouTube channel? What is your YouTube channel?
Mine?
Yeah. Am I subscribed to you?
Oh, yeah, you subscribe to me. Yeah, it's Oz America.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right. Yeah, there you go. Because I was drawing a blank there for me. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, no, I'm going to jump off in a minute myself. I need to get some stuff done. I need to finish.
Yeah, I've got to get some beauty sleep too, and I think I made a lot of it.
You're not going to get, hey, Artie, it's more ugly sleep than beauty sleep, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I had a nice sleep in.
Hey, on that note, I'm leaving. I'm not getting involved in this one.
I had a nice sleep, and I didn't get out of bed till 10 o'clock, so it was good.
See you again, Dave. Thank you for letting
me know.
Okay, guys. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
All right, anybody left in the chat, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. See you next week.